Hey, I just got off a for your consideration event about the end of Power, and I thought I'd pop on and answer any questions that people had. If people felt like asking questions, how am I? I'm pretty good. I feel really good about where we are with the shows. Hopefully, we'll be shooting soon. I'm reflecting right now on Power, the experience of being, part of that series, and how much the fans really changed my life and how grateful I am to y'all. I also keep thinking about how wonderful it's been to support our culture and to be able to put so many people of color in positions where they can do their art, make art, and that feels good. What's up, Gianni? When is Power Book 2 coming on? That changes depending on when we can shoot. So the faster we can shoot, the faster we can come on. We didn't finish the full season before, so Oh, hey, Dawn. One of my childhood friends, Dawn, is on here. Good to see you. But yeah, it's I feel really good in that way. My heart's been broken these past few weeks. It's been hard to create. It's been hard to be a parent. My daughter recently asked me, "Mommy, why do they hate us?" And you know what? It's hard because she gets it. It's hard to be, it's hard to tell my child or explain to my child what's happening in the world right now. I'm not sure I can explain it to myself. So every day it's a challenge as an artist, It's definitely a challenge as an artist. Is Ghost really dead? I got a feeling he faked his death. People ask me that all the time. And I guess my response to that would be, as far as everyone who knows him knows, he's dead. I can't speak to, will it always be that way? Certainly it wasn't written and intended to be that way, that Ghost is dead. But it's the world of Power, things can change. Certainly if Ghost thought Tariq was coming to shoot him, he definitely wouldn't have played it out like that. So if there is any kind of hanky-panky happening, it's not necessarily because of Ghost. Let's see. Someone asked me, how can I send my script to you? I actually don't read unsolicited scripts, and you shouldn't send your script out, by the way. If you're going to send a script out, it shouldn't be a pilot. It should be a spec of an existing show. Because if you send out your script to just anybody, they might steal it. And it's happened to me, which is why I always bring it up. Let's see. How can I apply for a job? Whenever I have a new show brewing, which is usually covered, you can apply to be a writer's PA or a writer's assistant. I hire lower level new writers and I promote them. I teach them how to do it. I teach you the game, Ghost, and then I promote you. I don't tend to hire. I want to be able to promote people, especially young people of color, gay folks, LGBTQ, trans. I want to be able to bring people in and bring them up. Any future casting? Oh God, there's going to be so much casting, but it's not going to be anytime soon. Right now, we're still trying to figure out how to shoot. We don't know how to shoot yet. COVID has all these different implications. And I know there are a lot of places in this country where people are not taking COVID seriously. That's not LA. It's not New York. And it certainly won't be on our sets. We're going to take real precautions. So we have to figure out how to do that. Let's see. I wish you didn't mess up a black marriage. So interesting. I didn't mess that up. Ghost did. He cheated, but that's okay. The point of the show, I will actually, though, address this, which is that the point of the show was not to show people at their best. It was actually to show people who are not at their best. Ghost isn't entirely a role model. He's a murderer. He's a drug dealer. There are aspects of Ghost that we should not be holding up. So my question to people who always talk about Ghost and Tasha as a black marriage, I always think, well, did Tasha not deserve better than Ghost. By the time he was cheating on her, lying to her, living a double life, in some ways living a triple life. So if that's actually like what you think is best for her, I wonder where that comes from, because we should be able to do better. You know, we should be able to find someone who loves us and values us. And I think sometimes we, as women, for sure, we aim too low. Let's see. How old is my daughter? I'm not going to answer that question, but she's young. Is Ghost really dead? I answered that already. Is Ghost coming back? Let's see. I can't believe y'all took my nigga Proctor out. I'm actually working with Jerry on another series right now, which is really nice because he's an executive producer. So we're getting to work together in the writer's room. Jerry's brilliant. And it's been really amazing. So he and I are going to continue to work together, and you'll see more of Jerry for sure. Let's see. Did Ghost kill his father, Curtis? Ooh, you, AJ_Walker, you are paying really close attention. No, he didn't. But you're paying really close attention, and I appreciate that. I really do. Will young Angela be in Power Book 2? No, she will not. Let's see. People are attacking you on Twitter about what you and the writers did about Ghost. Power TV fans, I love you, but I don't know why you even bother with them. Just ignore them. Those are people who wanted a happy ending. And I'm sorry for people who wanted a happy ending, but I never sold the show as a show that was going to have a happy ending. I think y'all should have known that when Raina was killed. I think people hoped because they loved Ghost that he would get away with everything that he was doing. And it just wasn't the story I was telling. I was telling a tragedy. And so it's a tragedy. I think, you know, in hindsight, I don't know if there's anything different that I could have done to tell people that it wasn't supposed to be a happy ending. But I thought it was pretty clear when Raina died and Angela died that Ghost was losing a lot of the things that mattered to him, and that he was being warned in the way that God sometimes warns us to stop messing up. That he was being warned. So much of this for me is about God and how, you know, you can do dirt, you know, at night, but in the light it is revealed. And so that's where it's coming from. So Power TV fans, if you want to clap back at those attacks, you can say that, or you can not. You don't have to defend anything. It's not your job. It's cool. I don't defend myself. I just tell people what it is. Can we see a strong Black marriage? There are plenty of them in the world, for sure. You know, in terms of depicting a marriage that's solid and strong, I feel like there's not a lot of drama in that, and this is TV. There is a version, I mean, they're all over the place. Luckily, we have much more representation than we used to. Just in terms of me and my writing, that strong marriages that are really working are not usually what I write about. I write about divorce. I write about adultery. Those are the things that are, you know, at least part of my history. So I think if you're looking for something like that, if you're looking for a strong Black marriage, I think there are other places to go. There are other shows to watch. But the things that I'm going to be writing about myself will probably not include strong marriages of any kind, of any race. That's just not what I write about. My own thing. Let's see. Is it possible you can put on half of the season that you've already filmed so we can have something to watch? I wish. I actually asked for that. I asked the network if we could put up the episodes that we had already shot and edited. But they said that the lag time between the two halves of the season would be too long. So that's what happened there. Let's see. How do you feel about the strong critique of viewers about the ending where Tariq killed Ghost? I already talked about that. I think people really wanted different characters at the end than who they were actually there. So we only have 2 more episodes to film for Power Book 2. Only 2 and 2 days. So 2 full episodes and 2 days of a 3rd episode are left in terms of what we have to shoot. But we will probably shoot the end of season 1 and season 2 together. That's what I'm guessing. Will Tariq ever see Tommy again? Oh, you got to watch Power Book 2 for that answer. Let's see. We didn't update you at all. Update you on what? COVID? COVID is ever changing. It's ever changing about whether or not we can update you about that. Let's see. I miss Power so much. Me too. Tasha wanted that life though in the beginning. Real. Can I give you any insider tea on Raising Kanan? It's really good. Oh my God, it's so good. But it starts with Kanan at 15, and I'll leave it at that. It's very, very good. Very, very good. Y'all killed so many Black people on Power. We killed so many everybody. I can send you a list of all the different people that we killed, but I can just point out that we killed a lot of like main characters who were not even of color, let alone just Black. I mean, we killed Holly, we killed Milan, we killed Proctor, we killed William Pop's character, Vladimir. We killed a lot of people of everything. How is it in Hollywood during this time? Los Angeles is masked up, for sure. Los Angeles is gloved up. I don't go out, but people are definitely going out. People are being a little bit more lax, and we're seeing cases go up. Let's see. Hi, Ms. Kemp. I'm so glad Tommy didn't shoot Ghost. That was the one thing I didn't want to happen. Thank you for that. Oh, yeah. See, man, that was the one thing I could never do. I could never do that. I would never believe that. Even though they hated each other for so long, never would do that. Never would have Tommy kill Ghost. That didn't even feel real, even though it was something that we definitely dramatized, their desire to do it. They just couldn't do it. They're brothers. Why did Kanan have to die? We actually considered killing Ghost off in season 5 at one point. But when it came right down to it, it was all about sacrifice, and a sacrifice that Tariq was willing to make for his family that Ghost was not willing to make. I think a lot of times when people characterize Tariq as a bad dude, they're forgetting that he killed a person he really loved to save the whole family. Let's see. Maybe less Black on Black violence. It's not a polemic. So, yeah, show's not a polemic. I think what the show, or what I've always strived to do, is show people of color in all different kinds of roles, in all different kinds of situations. Ghost Book 2 takes place at a college. So you're going to see Black people as professors and Black people as students. And, things are going to be what they are in real life. I don't think The Victory is depicting us in a only positive light. I need to say that, again, for the cheap seats. The Victory is not depicting us in only a positive light. They tried that. In the early 90s, we were only on TV as judges and lawyers and other kinds of angels, doctors. We were always saving somebody's life. But the truth is, we should be able and be free enough to depict ourselves as anything, because we can be anything. So criticisms like that, to me, they just fall in a place of we're trying to rehabilitate our image. We ain't got nothing to rehabilitate. We're beautiful, complicated people like anybody else. And so I think you just got that backwards, sir. Sorry, I think you got that backwards. I think that no one ever asked our friend David Chase to do less Italian on Italian violence. They just didn't ask him to do that. And I don't know why I'm supposed to be different from him. My fight is to be treated like every other showrunner. Spell my name right next time, too. Okay. The pause episode. So the pause episode was about the end of Angela's story and about someone fighting for Angela. And I think to me, there was a little bit of misogyny going on with people not understanding what it was. But I think also something that was really real was about, that story wasn't over for the people who loved her. And there was a lot of the audience who maybe didn't understand it, but there were a lot of audience members who really mourned Angela. You just may not have been one of them. A Lakeisha episode was the saddest. Was that always the plan to kill her? Yeah, it was always the plan that she was going to die because she didn't leave Tommy in time. And it was always the plan that Tasha was going to kill her. So yeah, that was. Let's see. How is it in Hollywood as a Black person? How much time you got? It's a lot. There's a lot of expectations coming at me from all different places and people asking me to comment on things. And the thing is, where I am at my heart is I'm a mother. I'm a mother. And so, you know, I think you're asking me like, what is the mood? What is the vibe? But there's a lot of people who are trying to ask me questions about like, well, what do I do as a white person and how do I help? And I just keep saying, don't ask me, talk to each other. You know, I don't want to help you figure it out. I want you to figure it out on your own. I don't want to be part of that. So I want to be part of talking to each other, talking to us as Black people. I want to be helping us. I want to be supporting us. I want to be lifting up other people of color, all BIPOC. I want to be lifting up LGBTQ, everything. I want to be lifting up people who don't get an opportunity. That's what I've dedicated my whole career to. That's what I want to be doing. So that's kind of my focus. That's my focus for sure. Tommy got a happy ending. Well, wait till you see Tommy's spinoff. Will I be working in Atlanta? No, BMF will be shooting there, I believe. I loved Lobos. I love Lobos too, very much. I was Team Tommy. I am also Team Tommy. I'm also Team Ghost. I'm Team everybody. I like your head wrap. Thank you. I got these on Amazon. I got like a whole bunch of them because I just like the way they look and feel. Let's see. Thank you, Lady Hawk, 1981. Ghost went out like he should have. You cannot do all of that dirt and walk away. My experience is you can't do a ton of dirt and walk away from it. Will book 2 be delayed? Yes, it will be delayed, but hopefully not till the end of this season. The end of this year. So let's see. Are you open to read material for novels for new made for TV shows? I do not read unsolicited material at all. But I do hire folk for sure. Let's see. Breeze and Kanan killed Curtis. I think that there is very much something there. I'm not going to say much more, but DMAC Money is thinking well. He's thinking well. Yes. Okay. What happened to the politician girlfriend, Ramona? Oh, she got burned by Rashad Tate. But we'll have to wait till we get into his spinoff to see more. How does one get into writing for TV? My journey was not what other people's were. I started as a magazine writer. And then I wrote a piece and I got agented that way. But I don't know how people do it now. I actually don't know. But, there's a lot of open boards out there that you can look on. And the best thing is to just get a job as a PA or as a writer's assistant in an existing television show and look for the people who are trying to hire people of color if you are. Are there any plans to do anything with the Cash character, Lala's son? I hope so. How many years Tasha have? You'll see later. Let's see. Please express my feelings on how I feel about the protests. Would love to hear my point of view. Oh, the protests are beautiful. Beautiful. Dave Chappelle's 846, I think, is really powerful. Y'all should watch that. It would have been cool to see Lakeisha and Tommy's relationship grow. Lakeisha needed to grow up. Do you guys remember when she said to Tommy, "You don't never kill anyone, right?" Girl. Let's see. How do I see COVID-19 impacting filming for my shows? It's going to be harder to shoot everything, for sure. It's going to be harder to shoot literally every aspect of the shows. It's going to be harder. Just going to be much more difficult because we have to keep people apart and, it's going to be harder, trying to slot people in, treat the different departments. We're not going to be able to work all together as a team. It's going to be much harder. Let's see. Oh, my cousin said hi. What's up, Corey? Let's see. Power addresses domestic violence, raising a Black son, even lean and teen drug use. Was this intended as possible teaching cautionary moments for the audience? No. It was intended to be what really happens. So I was never trying to, and I said this before when someone else asked about showing a strong Black marriage or Black on Black violence. It's not a polemic. The show's not trying to teach you something. The show is trying to depict what actually happens. The after school special from my youth, I'm in my 40s, that would be lesson television. But the only thing that I will say that I did feel like I try to be conscious and cognizant of what ends up happening. So if you make a lot of choices for yourself, you end up hurt and alone. That's definitely true. How come Sax did not die? Just wait. Let's see. Okay. Anything else? Anything plans to do anything with the Effie character? Yes. Keep watching. Is Power Book 2 on Netflix? No, it will be on Stars. Who are the actors that are going to play young Ghost and young Tommy? We're not going to be doing, we're not going to really be serving that. You just saw that. Whose character death crushed you the most? They're all hard. They're all hard. I cried with Proctor. I cried with Ghost. I cried with Holly. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Let's see. When you go and kill Tasha. Wait, you gotta watch Power Book 2. What about 2-Bit? Let's see. Kanan actually seems a little softer than Ghost, like he has a heart. Kanan really loved Tariq. He was the one person who put Tariq before himself. Well, he and Tasha, right? Let's see, we didn't get closure on Goodbye Service for Ghost. The show's not over. Keep watching. Watch Power Book 2. Any idea on when Raising Kanan is supposed to come out? Everything's delayed because of COVID, guys. I can't give you any dates. Let's see. How does one break into the studio agency system as a person of color? That I don't know. That's I think the mailroom is still how you get into the agent system. Am I still writing? Of course. Why did Tommy live? He was a cold killer. Tommy actually lived trying to save someone's life. If you look at the end, he was trying to save Ghost's life at the end. Let's see. Do I have to be absolutely done filming before episode 1 of book 2 airs? Not absolutely done, but close. Let's see. Is it true Raising Kanan is the best spinoff? Hi, Toby. That's Toby Sandeman, who's on Raising Kanan. He's a friend of mine. You're cute, adorable. I love them all. They're all my children. Let's see. Do I consider writing movies? I'm too busy. I am too busy. We've got the Tommy's Writers Room open. Raising Kanan Writers Room is open. Dirty 30 is open. Ghost is open. They're all open. Let's see. Okay. Is production studios back open out there? Some are. I mean, people are starting to do that. Will we see what happens to Cash and Elisa Marie? I really wanted to bring back Elisa Marie. I'm hoping to be able to do that. That actress is pretty amazing. Do I make any cameos? No Hitchcocking it here. Let's see. Hi, beautiful. Just joining. Is the show coming back on? It will come back on, but I don't know when that's going to be. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. In episode 10, season 6, when Ghost introduced Tariq to Simon Stern, he already met him in the penthouse during the interview. Oh, that's true. That's true. It should have been You Remember My Son, right? Let me go back to that. You're right. I think so. What went into the decision to use the regulators as Tommy's Write Out music? Says my cousin, who could just text me. I love it, Corey. You keep asking questions. You know what honestly happened? We could not clear. I wanted something that was very California. And when that cleared, I was like, oh my God, we have to use it. That song is expensive AF. But we wanted something that felt California. Power Book 2 is coming out this summer. It is not coming out this summer. We couldn't finish showing it. Let's see. Hey, Steven Smith. Okay. Do they act out having sex, or is it real making love? There is no real sex on our show. No one is having real sex. I've had that asked to me before. The actors don't have sex. That's actually pornography. You cannot ask a real actor to do that. Just so you know, you can't do that. Let's see. Okay. What's the date? I don't have a date. I wish Rolla could have been the show longer. Yes, agreed. He was so great. Oh my God, so talented. Daryl Britt Gibson. Let's see, when is it coming on? I really don't have a date. Unfortunately, we still don't know for sure. Tariq is absolutely terrible and not believable. Rich kids want to be a thug because his parents didn't tell him where they were from. Okay, so let me break this down for you since you General Banks. First thing, I don't know how many rich kids you know, but they all want to be thugs. I grew up with rich white kids, DJ Jazzy Trevors is what I used to call them, always trying to thug out, always trying to listen to like the hardest rap music, first of all. So I don't know how many rich kids you know. I know plenty. And trying to be down, especially for kids who feel displaced, is like a huge thing. One. Two, second thing, Tariq wanted to rebel against his parents. And Tariq understood that what Ghost wanted him to be was this perfect little, straight A getting child in a box. So he went to rebel against Ghost. He didn't have to know what Ghost was really about in order to do that. Remember also 3, Tariq didn't just do this by himself. He was turned out by someone. And since you have the nerve to speak on it, I want you to go back and watch seasons 2 and 3 and see exactly what Kanan did in order to mess up Tariq's mind. So if you hate Tariq, I'm cool with that. I get it. But not believable? Bullshit. Shut up. Next. Okay. Let's see. All right. Ghost's youngest daughter is with Tasha's mom. That is true. Absolutely. Okay. Promote my sis, Onika Barrett. I already did. I guess if you know Onika, she just got promoted. So let's see. Okay. All right. Do I watch review videos such as Mark Dark? I used to watch Mark Dark, and then he did one that I was like, oh, never mind. And I stopped watching him. But I still have respect for him. It's just, there was something that he did that I was like, I can't go with this anymore. But I respect him. I think he's definitely a scholar of the show and all that. Were Sax and Paz a couple? No, not at all. Angie was the best. Let's see. Oh, hey, James. When Ramona said some people are just unstoppable, what did she mean exactly? She meant, and I actually feel this way in some ways about 50 Cent. There are some people who are like the sort of weebles wobble, but they don't fall down, where you push them over and they just get back up. And what Ramona was really saying in that moment was all about her feeling like Ghost was inspiring to her. She believed in him. And he was unstoppable. And if you remember his last episode, 610, he just says, no one can stop me. Like he was a bullet train. And the thing that stopped him was, in fact, a bullet. Writers Room shows, you keep saying, am I still writing? Yes, I'm still writing. Of course I'm still writing. Let's see. What should we expect from Power Book 2? A continuation of Tariq and Tasha's stories. But also Method Man, Mary J. Just crazy. More crime, more court, more, twists and turns as Tariq grows into being a different level of human, and struggles with, does he become his father? Like, do the sins of the father dictate what I will do? Will I continue to share the inside scoop at the end of each Power for Book 2? I don't know, actually. I think they might want to do, I don't know what they're going to do. I prefer doing it the old way, where it was I just talked about the episode. The network seems to prefer doing the full after show like we did for season 6. I thought that the after show was great, so I'm all good for that. For sure. How often are there disagreements on set? Oh, I love you. Dookie Sayan's on the beat. I also love your name. How often are there disagreements on set? We try not to have those on set because it takes time, but they happen. People are human and they fight. So, but there's never like people coming to blows or anything like that. It's just disagreements about creative. It happens. It happens. Let's see. What happened to Tasha and Ghost's youngest daughter? She is with Estelle. She's with, someone said that earlier, and that's correct. Who is my least favorite character? Oh, I love them all. And they're also super fun to write. But yeah, I don't really have a least favorite. Is Kanan Tariq's dad? No. Said that before. But spiritually, first of all, just the way twins work, he can't be Tariq's dad and not Raina's dad. They're twins. But second of all, no, he's not. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Zavi Bergucci, or Zavi Bergucci. I appreciate that. Let's see. I'm Team Ghost. Effie will be coming back. So Tariq did nothing wrong at all. Really? I didn't say that. Definitely did not say that. Tariq made a lot of mistakes. Indeed, in fact, getting his mom caught and not listening to the plan. At the very least, he should have... Wait, actually, let me start over again. Tariq made a ton of mistakes ever since season 2. They were all of his volition, but it's not like... The argument I was making before was that the person said that it wasn't believable that if Kanan was whispering in your ear, you would turn out to be a criminal. Doubtful. And because Kanan can get anybody to do things. Let's see. Hi, Patrick Ladonis. Yes. What shows am I watching these days? I can't watch television really, although I just started I watched Legendary a little bit yesterday from HBO, and that was really good. Favorite song by 50 Cent, 21 Questions. I also really love our theme song. It's a big rich town. Has there ever been a better theme song for a show? I mean, I love The Sopranos and all that, but like, big rich town. For sure. Let's see. Okay. How hard was it to kill Ghost off? Very hard. How do you know when an actor is the right person for the character? Hi, Toby. For me, it's actually a click. It's like a click that happens. It's not something that I can explain. It's like this weird thing that happens when I see the audition and I just go, that's the right person. And so it just works. You want someone to be able to fulfill all aspects of a character. And I also really believe in likability. Likability not for the character, but for the actor. You want them to inhabit it in a way where the audience can root for them, even if they do, terrible things. Like Ghost. Let's see. Oh boy. Okay. Someone asked me about producing. Try to go work as an assistant for a producer and learn it. I didn't come up that way. I'm a writer. I became a producer. So I actually don't know that, but I will find out, because you're right to ask me and I don't have the answer. Where do I come from? I come from Connecticut, originally. Let's see. Trying to see if there's any other questions. Sounds like no more sex scenes, General Banks. General Banks, I don't know how to shoot them quite yet. So we're going to have to see how that works. Let's see. Let's see. There will be sex scenes, General. I mean, there will be sex scenes. It's just we don't know how to shoot them yet. Thank you, Joe. Genius. I was a fan of Tommy Lakeisha, me too. Let's see, what else? Are there any other good questions? Sax is a great character. Yes, he is. Shane Johnson is a wonderful actor. Oh, I hate Sax. I want him to die. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see. Who else? I wasn't ready for Proctor to die. It was very sad. Very sad. Let's see. They stole All American from me. Oh dear. Okay. Are you open to pitches? I don't listen to pitches. This all happened, by the way. The reason I don't read unsolicited material and all the pitches, the reason I don't do it is actually something that happened, which is that 50 and I were sued a while ago. And during the deposition phase, this person, the lawyer, said something to me that hurt my heart so much. She accused me. Now, most of you guys who are actual fans, you know that part of Ghost is my father, Herbert Kemp Jr., who died in 2011. My dad was an advertising executive. He was brilliant. He was beautiful. He was troubled. He was a very complicated man. We had a complicated relationship. So much of Ghost and his complicated relationship with Tariq is really me and my dad. I didn't kill him. I should say that. So this person, this human being she accused me of stealing a story that is about my dad. And for some reason, I just couldn't brook that. I couldn't brook her trying to steal my life from me and my story of my father from me. Now, it doesn't look like me and my dad. It looks like Ghost and Tariq. But for her to come and try that with me, I just realized I can't get anywhere near any kind of material that someone may think I stole later on, because the level to which that broke my heart and broke me down, someone accusing me of stealing my own story, that was real. I'm still not over it. I have to be honest with you. Right now, I'm getting emotional about it because I'm still not over it. Let's see. Okay. I do not know a Teresa Kemp. Will we see Kendrick Lamar's character Laces in any of the spinoffs? I hope so. Ghost and Angie sex scenes were very believable. They still weren't having sex though. So, okay. All right. Are there any more questions? Who's my favorite character to write about? My favorite character to write was actually Kanan. That was my favorite character to write. 50 is so much fun to write for. I mean, honestly. So could you imagine Ghost in Albany? I did imagine Ghost in Albany, for sure. Is the storyline with Tariq's female classmate done? Nope. Let's see. Am I going to do a movie? Oh, Ben Pearson. Oh, I miss you, Ben Pearson. I hope you and Val and the girls are great. I wish I could do a movie. I don't have time right now, but I really want to. Let's see. Okay. Oh, stay safe in Ohio, for sure. I see you. Let's see. I liked Ramona. Okay, does Ghost have a secret sister? No, not a sister. Hint, 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 hint. Hint, hint, hint. Okay. Yeah, you're still fighting with me, General Banks. Okay, cool. I'm gonna move on now. Is it true Tommy's show is not for a few years? No, that's not true. We're working on it right now. Working on it right now. Who is Mary J on the show? Mary J plays a character that is called Monet Tejada, and she is the mother of a classmate of Tariq's at college, and that's as far as I can go with that. Let's see. What is most frustrating when I'm on set? When I'm hungry and I can't concentrate. Let's see. Am I in book 3? No. Oh, Vendetta Boss. I love you. Let's see. How does Tariq killing Ghost save him from the Ray Ray murder if they know Ghost's blood is a 50% match? They can't, what Ghost wanted him to do was confess. They didn't have enough evidence to arrest Tariq, period. Let's see, okay. Julio could have lived longer, but he was a white hat. Julio trusted Dre, and I think anyone who trusts Dre gets what they deserve. We'll be seeing more of Tasha's mother, Debbie Morgan. Yes, I hope so. What happened with the wardrobe and set furniture from Power? I think we sold a lot of it. I actually didn't get to buy any of it. Let's see. Okay. Any other questions that I need to see? Are the other books going to run at the same time? Because we all want that West Coast Plot, book 5 starring Tommy. I don't think they're going to run at the same time, but I'm hopeful that they will run like back to back. So, I love Tommy's mom, Kate. Oh my God, me too. I love her. I love Patty, who plays her, but I just also love the character. Let's see. Hey Lala, so sad I killed your character. Yes, Lala's the best. Lala is so talented and amazing and smart and amazing. Oh my God, my other cousin is here. What's up, Joey? Wow, okay. Let's see. I know I love Lala so much. So brilliant, so talented. I'm writing a part for her now in something else. Courtney, talk about that ambulance leaving Truth after getting shot. The lights weren't on in the ambulance, you guys. Okay. Let's see. Why can't we get book 2 through these difficult times? Honey, I wish we could. I look, I'm telling you the truth. I said that. I was like, please. My friend just named her baby boy Kanan. I love that she spelled it correctly. That's great. Kanan's a good name. Do you welcome your actors to improvise and go off script? So what we do is we do a table read. And when we do the table read, the actors are encouraged to improvise. And then if their lines are better than ours, which they often are, then we'll take them and incorporate them into the script so that when they shoot on set, it's actually the real script that they're doing, but they have had an opportunity to, to give some input. Sometimes the actors, really have they have like a wonderful, great kind of sense of the character, and they bring things that I wouldn't even think of. Keisha should have killed off Tasha. I think the Tasha fans probably would have burned my house down. It's reported that Toby, would I have any desire to write and produce a play? Yes, I'm actually really trying to write one soon. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. When does Power Book 2 come out? I'm so sorry. I don't have an answer. General Banks, I'm just giving you a hard time. But thank you for saying you don't mean any disrespect. Was Omari upset about being killed off? Well, it was the end of the show. It wasn't like we had so much show left, Someone said I speak so carefully. I don't give up the secrets. But I did give one big hint today in this live. I definitely did. Let's see. Like, what advice do I have for writers making their stories? Try to make universal themes. The universal theme of Power is, does my past dictate my future? So it was all about, could Ghost change? Could he change his life? And by the end, he had changed his life, but not his essence. Not his essence. Okay, let's see. I was happy when Dre got taken out. I love you, Mr. Seabear. I love you. Literally love you. Love you. Like, love you. Because that is exactly what happened to Dre. Does the apartment where Kanan brings Dre when he says, I'm going to take Ghost down, come back into play when they are kids? We are going to try to make it come back and play. That's really smart. Who are you? You are Is Blanco. That's really smart. Did I keep anything from the Power set? I have Angela's law school diploma. Those kisses from Lala were from me. Y'all fans fall back. Love you. How can someone protect their script before pitching it? Okay, Otspot, listen to me. You have to register your script with the WGA. Never send it anywhere if you can avoid it. Don't send it anywhere without you being there. In other words, you should pitch, not send your script. But if you have to send your script in advance, never send an email that way you don't CC it to someone. Please, absolutely. And if you can CC it to yourself and one other person, hopefully an attorney, that would be great. I thought Power was top-notch writing. Thank you. But my question is, did you know the show was good when you wrote it? I am not built that way. There are some people who are like, damn, my shit is good. I'm not that. I'm like, I hope this is good. And then that's it. Will Kate make her way out to California to visit Tommy? I hope we see Kate again. Hi, Dean. Hi, Dean. Oh, hi, Matthew. What did the show have to do with your father? I did answer that, but my father was an advertising man who believed that image was everything. He really believed that if you looked good and you smelled good and you sounded good, you could protect yourself from white people judging you. And that actually isn't the case, but he really believed that. He really believed that looking good was so much of the battle. And we took a lot of that essence and put that in Ghost. My dad was amazing at projecting and speaking and showing up and being professional. So, thank you, Matthew, about the head wrap. But yeah, so Lala is beautiful. This is a true statement. This is a very true statement. Will Tariq have a redemption moment? Many of them. Many of them. What am I using for glow? I'll send it to you, girl. I'll send it to you. Most of my beat today is Hourglass. Let's see. Oh, thank you for saying I am kind. How many times do you have to film some of Tommy's parts? He said the funniest stuff. Joe is hilarious. He is hilarious. But we kept a straight face. We tried to. R.I.P. Jukebox, yes. Let's see. Okay. What makes sense to release what's already done and come back with the remaining episodes? I agree with you that we couldn't do it. Talk about Mekhi Curtis. Oh my God, he's amazing. Who plays Kanan. He's so good. Mekhi is so good. He's so talented. He's got great stillness, which is something you need. He took on a huge thing, which is to come after 50 and create something. That kid is on point. He's on point. Okay. I do have to go shortly. Does Ghost have a secret daughter by the MJB character? No, he does not. I can just tell you that. No, he does not. Tommy spinoff going to be fire? Yes, it is. It is going to be, it's going to be a fire. Let's see. Tariq need his ass whooped. Where can I find the pilot script? You know what? I don't know why it's not easy to find. I didn't know that it wasn't easy to find. Okay. I will try to do something about that because it should be ready to, like, easy for people to find so that people can, young people of color for sure can find it. Let's see. Will Eminem be in book 5? That would be nice if we could get him to do it. I'll ask. Let's see. Okay. OMG, yay, my boy Tariq. Love that. Oh, thank you for saying I'm beautiful. What does it like being a showrunner? It's really hard. A lot of work. But so rewarding. So rewarding. But it's hard to be a parent and do a job this big. You know, it's really hard. I love that you praise your actors and writers. You better. These people that come to work and trust you enough, you know, just even thinking about Lala and the level of trust she put in me is pretty amazing. And, you know, we rode pretty hard. But I think about Joseph. I think about Omari, Naturi, Leela. I mean, how much trust everybody gave me. You have to be humble before that, because I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't get naked on camera. I wouldn't do some of the things these people have done. And they did it in support of my vision. Not that it's about me, it's about all of us as a collective lifting each other up, but it's still, I have to just bow down in front of it. I always do. I always have to. Will we see Yasmin more in the spinoff? Yes, absolutely. Why did I change Tommy's name from Eddie O'Neill? Oh, you've got good information, Claire. That was because Chris Albrecht, my then boss, wanted him to sound more Italian, because the secret that he was Italian was part of it from the beginning, for sure. Did I hear of Bensonhurst, Brooklyn? That's where Jerry's from. So yes, absolutely. What's my favorite book? Another Country by James Baldwin. That made me want to be a writer. What are some of the critics you've had with Power? People in the beginning, if you read our reviews from the first season, TV critics really hated the show. They thought it was stupid, and it was very painful, but I knew the show wasn't for them, if you know what I'm saying. Omari should be the new Scarface. That's a great idea. He would kill that. He would murder that in the streets. Who has had the harder path without Ghost, Tommy or Tariq? They will both struggle. I would love to do a masterclass, but they haven't asked me. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it then. Because I don't see any more questions. So, you know, it was really good to hang out with you guys. It was really lovely to spend some time. Thank you so much for showing up. And, you know, what was the point of the girl with curly hair? She'll be back. Does Kaden have other kids? Maybe. And I really, really appreciate you guys. Oh, it's good to see you, Joe. Is Ghost going to reappear as a ghost? That might be kind of cool. All right. Love you, Gianni. Love you guys. Good night. Good night. Good night.